Whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them back.
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ready, ready. Here's the mic. It's our field. It's our field.
Shoot. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Kamara out of the pistol, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just
trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Slam, Leo.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but As you said, incomplete. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready, ready.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Right here, right here. Check. Race don't travel.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Okay, break. Mike, you got time.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here, as that's taken up close to the 40. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Pierre Desir in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hard, hard. Coach, snap.
2nd and 6. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Who's on 85? Come on, baby. Let's get this. Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Bravo.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Check 26.
Now a play fake here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Kamara. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Check. You're out. Check. Go, fight.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. On first down, it's Taylor. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter in Detroit. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 23. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They go jet sweep here with Chark, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
second and goal from the 6 this time.
X3, 218, chop it. Shoot.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 11. Jones has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. You're out. Lucky. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So they're backed up to the 3 yard line, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
61. Matchbox. And go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
60 outlaw. Hey, Jet. 5.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They'll set up a throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
Ready up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Kelly to throw. Caught by Jones. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Kelly. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
There goes a deep ball. In zone. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 31. A 10th carry for Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Kelly escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
15. I'm trying to collect. Check. Crunch. 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check.
On the delay, here's Hines. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Go. Check 50.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, Kamara. He gets away for 1. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there out of Kamara. 48 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Taylor. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 9 now. It's caught. Smith. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On the ball. Big grip.
A play fake. Now Kelly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Topper! Check. You're out. Check 13. 5.
To throw on 3rd down. Kelly. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Kelly now throwing on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Ready. 90 Wolf. 50. Hey.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Okay, ready?
58. 58's Mike. Let's go.
Hey, Sam off. Ready?
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And 2 start.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, baby.
Down.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The kick by Lambeau is good, and their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Yeah.
Hey, lock it. Come. Get it.
Now Kelly. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play that time for the Colts. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Kelly to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. Funches has it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Kelly stripped. The ball is free.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Kelly. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Here we go. X3. 2-8, chop. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the lines. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. Here we go with Kamara. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey, yard, dash, honey, yard, dash, honey, yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging